All right. So you can see the sun has come out. It's I think 12:45 in the afternoon. Okay. So yesterday Sharjah announced it's going to have what 3-day weekend. They're going to change their timings and they're going to change their days of operation and all that stuff. So obviously people send me, why, what do you think of this and all that. I was busy with the personal branding stuff yesterday, so couldn't make a video. But I'll tell you what I think about why it's really a stupid idea, man. It's seriously stupid, and I'll tell you why. Okay, you tell me if I'm right or wrong. Now, before I do even comment on this, let me tell you some of the funny bits. You know, if you see the Facebook feed, Gulf News, Khalij Times, they national paper, they share it on Facebook. So, some of the people are so stupid, the expats. Like, I obviously comment, I say this is stupid, and you know, I share the link for the video. People who are expats are commenting, hey, stop being jealous. They're telling me stop being jealous just because what, you don't have the privilege of being in UAE. And some others are they are actually writing there, dear Sheikh Mohammed sir, can you also request our company to give 3-day off, private, maybe an employer. He's addressing it to Sheikh, dear sir Sheikh Mohammed, or dear Sheikh Mohammed sir. As if Sheikh Mohammed is going to read Facebook. Oh, okay, your company. Hey, excuse me, secretary, Asif Iqbal here. This user, Asif Iqbal. Can you check which company is working for and ask them to put it 3-day a week, 3-day holiday? Yeah, please. It's as stupid as you know, these people who share on Facebook. You know, if you believe in God, say Amen, or forward this small girl, you know, handicapped. If you share one blessing and what, one share is one blessing and one like is $1 or some shit like that. Or if you forward this holy image, it'll be 5 years good luck. But if you delete, it'll be 10 years bad luck. People have given this, or this prayer, if you don't share it with others. You know, one other man who didn't share it, his life got destroyed. And this other person who didn't share it, he lost his job. But these people who did this got this blessing. Anyway, so you're a bunch of idiots. It clearly shows what kind of people are there. And then you have Khalij Times, and which has started this Facebook engagement. Morning, how are you? And this is some Indian name or Pakistan from Khalij Times. Nice accent, by the way. And today we are going to discuss about does this holiday actually impact people positively? We have on our panel some boobs and vagins, yeah, good-looking boobs and vagins, and idiots who will only speak to you about the positive stuff of UAE and make sure that whatever they say is within the preview of UAE laws. Otherwise, their ass is going to be jailed. And these people who are talking so much of shit. It's utter nonsense, man. The stuff that they're saying, oh, this will boost productivity. Who the fuck are you? And what the fuck are you talking? Why are you farting from your ass? Some bloody, you know, good-looking girl, and oh, it's actually going to boost productivity. People are going to spend time with their families, and when they come back to work, they're going to be fresh. Oh, you know, if that logic worked very well, the more holidays you take, the more productive. I gave a good suggestion. Why don't you have 1 day week you work and 6 days you take off? You'll be super recharged. Why 3 days off? Take 7 days off. Just don't come to work. No, Loy, they have to work. Okay, then come 1 day a week. No, that is a bit too less. What about 2 day a week? No. They should work 3 day and 3 day off. No, 3.5 day work and 3.5 day off. Please explain to me what kind of stupidity. In fact, let me ask you a simple question. If you have a son or daughter, okay, I'm giving a simple logic. If you have a son or daughter, would you tell your son or daughter to don't study every day, study 1 day, next day take off, rest, relax, go play with your friends, enjoy, spend time with the family. Don't study. Don't work hard. Listen, don't work hard. Just relax. Take a holiday, man. You'll come back recharged. Do we ever say that? No, we don't say that, because we know for a fact if your son or daughter takes off, there is somebody else who's working twice as hard. Forget that, man. There are people who, instead of working 8 hours, they work 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, even though their management doesn't ask them to work. Why? Because they want to push themselves. See, the problem with Sharjah, na? Sharjah's culture is different from Dubai, is different from Abu Dhabi. Okay? Each emirate has its own unique identity and culture. Sharjah is like the cheaper zone of Dubai, you know. The people who cannot afford to stay in Dubai, they stay in Sharjah. And predominantly it is our Indians, Pakistanis, Lebanese, Egyptians, and the ones who are even more cheaper but want to show off stay in Ajman. The reason why they stay more far off is because they can't afford the rents. But the stupidity is they would spend 4 hours in traffic. They don't mind the time in traffic. They don't calculate, I'm wasting my time. Instead of working hard and earning more money, wasting my time on this. That is the mentality of losers. The people who are, success focused, for them time is money. They are not going to spend 3 hours or 4 hours every day in traffic. They tell themselves, this 3 to 4 hours I'll study, or I'll do something worthwhile, or I'll work harder. Let me pay more rent, no problem. So all you get is a bunch of losers who like to be in traffic and stick around in traffic. See, I've stayed in Sharjah. Only my events once a while were in Dubai. I've stayed in Dubai, I've stayed in Sharjah. Sharjah, in this government entities or institutions, man, they don't work hard. They are so fucking lazy. See, go to any government outlet. Marble tiles, AC, sophisticated seating arrangements and all that. Big ass offices. And the Arab locals will come, with a kandura and abaya, and they'll come walking like royalty. Oh, you should see the ladies. Ladies are so fun. They'll keep adjusting their scarf. They'll keep adjusting. Sometimes I feel you should staple it on your bloody head, man. Oh yes. Oh yes. They are worried that their beauty will attract you. So, yes. They have to keep adjusting their bloody, scarf. 100 times they'll do that. And you should see the rest of the government people. Either they are chatting on the phone, or they're talking to one another, taking a break. I don't know if it has changed. This is how it has always been. And then obviously they employ expats below them and give them the donkey share of work. So as it is, these buggers are not working hard. They hardly work. And now you are sowing the seeds of them being lazy. Instead of being known as a nation that works hard, that wants to work hard towards success, achievement, greatness. Oh, 3-day holiday. Hey guys, take a holiday. Relax, man. Relax. Hey. Private companies are not going to do that, man. As it is, the expats who come there with an agenda. I need to earn money. I need to save money. I need to plan out for my future, for my retirement. Coming there for a holiday. all you're going to do is going to sow the seeds of laziness. As it is in Sharjah, they don't give a fuck about quality. They don't give a damn about working hard. Dubai is totally different. Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed, he gives his surprise visits to courts, institutions, government offices, and if he finds anyone not working or did not come on time, they all are terminated or they are asked to resign. So there's that fear factor. Oh sheesh, I can lose my job. Sharjah, they don't give a fuck. They'll come whenever they like. They'll sign in. The managers, so many of the managers, the judges, all that, they come late. You don't have to take my word. If you're staying in Sharjah, you'd know this for a fact. See, I don't have anything against Sharjah. In fact, I've lived in Sharjah for so many years. The funny thing, this is ironical, huh? Even though Dubai cops are very modern and very, they speak in English. If you speak to any of the cops in Dubai, they speak to you in English, most of them. Sharjah, they'll only speak in Arabic. Okay? Majority, almost 90%, they'll only speak in Arabic or Hindi. Because most of them are either Sudanese or Somali, or very few are actual Emirati. Okay? So most of them, and their vehicles are in blue. Dubai's vehicles, I think are in green? I forgot. Green, yeah, green. And Abu Dhabi is in red. Okay? So, yeah, Abu Dhabi is in red, of course. Dubai was in green, still is in green. Sharjah is blue, Anjad, ANJD, I still remember it. In fact, if you want, I'll give you a story later on. You can tell me if you're interested, where cops surrounded me with guns when they saw me running. I was not running naked, I was running with my sleeveless. People commented they saw the jinn, they saw shaitan running. If you Google search 24.ae, Loy Macedo, you'll see my interview. I purposely put on a South Indian accent because they couldn't understand when I was speaking fast English. This is slow, slow. So, so then I started to speak. I check it out, 24.ae. I'll see if I can put the link down below. See, instead of being known as a nation that works hard, that focuses on developing the country, that is tireless towards greatness, you're promoting, take a holiday, relax, spend more time with your family. People will be so happy. Oh, you're paying me money to spend time with my family. Oh, thank you, man. That's not how you achieve greatness. See, I'm not trying to imply that all the locals are lazy or all the Emiratis don't want to work. No. Oh, you should see the ones who are really focused in business and work. They work their ass off. In fact, I'm glad they got rid of the sponsorship system. Before, maybe new people don't know this. Before, if you wanted a visa or you had to open a company, you needed a local sponsor, means Emirati guy. You open up a company and you sign on the paper that your company that you opened, that you invested all the money, everything, 51% he's the owner. By default, by default, even though he has not put any money, nothing. The rule says you need a local. And then everything you have to do, all the legal work, you have to take his permission. They position these Emiratis as God. In fact, I even know some locals who had like 116 companies. Just imagine, 116, and you're being paid for each person. Fuck, that's good business, man. Just imagine someone just pays me for being a local. Oh, I'm your partner, pay me money. They were making easy money those days. Today, I think it has been discontinued, although in some places they still follow it. Because people are tired of being kept as slaves. In Qatar, I think it's still followed. It's called the kafala system. Saudi, do you know that even if you have to go for a holiday, you have to take permission, your passport is taken away from you. A practice which Dubai has now, banned it. Still companies follow. I still know people whose passports are not given in their hands. Majority of the companies now give the passport in your hands. The reason they don't give the passport is because people can just run away, They don't inform the management, nothing, they just run away. So they keep your passport like slaves, you know, like as if you're in some jail or prison. Anyway, what I want to tell you through this video is this system, na, 3-day holiday, you're just breeding laziness. As it is, they are lazy. You're making them even more lazy. What productivity is going to fucking improve? If that was the case, tell your son or daughter not to study, no? Tell them not to study. Don't study. Take 3 days off. Play games. Would you ever tell your child, don't study? Take 3 days off? No, you'll say, study hard. Study every day. Take a break and come back within 1 hour. Why? Because we know the value of hard work. Then why double standards for anything else? Fucking stupidity, man. Absolute fucking stupidity. You know what I'm talking, so why are we acting dumb? And then you get these dumb fucks, hey, don't talk of my motherland. Expats, just imagine expats. Don't mind the noise. Someone is selling vegetables. I'll continue talking. Now they are polite actually. What they do is they go a little faster when they see me recording. See, they went a little faster. This they go slower. Okay, so what I was saying was, and these idiots who are commenting, sir, please, Sheikh Mohammed, sir, please speak to my company and give. You fucking idiots. It's not for private companies, you fool. It's only for government companies. Private companies will never fucking do that. If private companies are forced to do that, they'll shut down. I mean, just imagine. You're paying someone a monthly salary to work, work half a week. Then what they'll do is, see, people are smart. They'll play with the loopholes. Okay, you work only half the week. Then you take half the salary. I'll get another staff who'll work another half of the week. People will start doing this. I mean, in fact, ask yourself, when you're going to get a Starbucks coffee, when you're going to a hospital, would you be happy to know it's only open 3.5 days a week and 3 days it is closed? Hospitals are closed. McDonald's is closed. Coffee shops are closed. Restaurants are closed. No, you would want 24/7 open. So anytime you can go. So in order to be open, you need people to work, right? Or the best, what they will do is, they'll pay you per hour. You work, you get paid. You don't work, don't get fucking paid. Trust me, majority of our expat community who is in UAE wouldn't want that. They wouldn't want to be paid per hour. Majority want nice, juicy, fat salary end of the month. That is why the employers make them work not 8 hours. Because they know out of the 8 hours, 4 hours are spent chatting, talking in the pantry, drinking water, checking their smartphone, friends, and so they make them stay 12 hours, stay 14 hours. And I know so many employers who work hard to bring in business. In fact, my old ex-boss, he would even take jobs on cost to cost. Why? So the factory floor could be busy with work. Others, if he is only focusing on profit, these guys will be sitting there doing nothing, no work. So he would take a job at cost, be busy, do work, until he could get a job where he could, get a better margin. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. The reality that this 3-day holiday is all fucking bullshit. All nonsense. Okay, the Saturday, Sunday you want to change. But Friday, Muslims have to pray, no? Before they used to pray for 2-3 hours. Now how will they pray on a Friday, which is a working day? You're going to see the drama unfold. People are going to not like it one bit. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. If you think I'm right or wrong, love to hear what you have to say. You guys take care.
Are you fed up of life? Earning a pathetic salary, working long hours, having an ungrateful boss, facing office politics, the constant fear of losing your job, and after paying rent, groceries, shopping, and children's expenses, you were left with hardly any savings. Is this the life you dreamed of? Or do you wish to change your life forever? Meet Loy Macedo, the world's #1 personal branding coach. He will help you identify the real you, position and sell yourself by getting the job of your dreams, and make good money anywhere in the world. If you do not believe me, Google his name, Loy Macedo, and you will find 2 million web links online and over 200 recommendations from very happy clients. So the question is, do you want to change your life? If yes, then contact Loy Macedo. www.loymacedo.com. Who is loymacedo.com? Thinkpersonalbranding.com. What are you waiting for? Do it now.